What's going on, YouTube? This is Solberg3 or SB3 coming at you with a brand new series. This is a game that I stumbled across on Steam. Actually, I came across it through YouTube. I was searching up some videos on some storms, and I had never seen any like Storm Chaser games. So I just typed it in to see what I got, and I got this. It's an early access game and I've been giving it a go. I've played through some of the single player missions. I've played through some of the multiplayer, and I'm just here today to give you kind of a breakdown on the game, my thoughts on it, and to just kind of to run through it, and so that way this game can get a little bit more exposure. I've been having a lot of fun with it. Um, Today I'm going to be going through and doing the single player free roam. And really, all that's going to be doing is I'm going to do the photography, set it in the morning, weather's going to be clear, I'm going to have fuel consumption, and just for the sake of um, kind of showing you everything that the game can have, I'm going to have it starting out for the money be at 10,000. Typically, it's going to start out at 1,000 um, as like the normal run of the mill. I think whenever you're doing multiplayer, it starts out at 1,000, and you use that to buy different things. But just for the sake of kind of giving a basic rundown of how these different things work, um, we'll go through and we'll start out at 10,000, and then future games I'll start out at 1,000. Um, but like I said, I mean, this game, I never really noticed anything that was being played or being made actually that was revolving around storms. And it was something I've always really enjoyed storms. I live in Kansas, so I'm in the right in the middle of Tornado Alley. So um, growing up with storms has been something that I've enjoyed watching videos on it. I was a huge fan of Storm Chasers, specifically Reed Timmer. I follow him in his storm ventures to this day. So it's really cool to see a game kind of brought to life. Like I said, it is still in an early access um, game mode on Steam. I want to say the game's running like 15 bucks. It's definitely been worth it for me. And um, as you saw on the main loading page, there's a Discord server that you can join where you can talk to other people, and you can actually go through and play different game modes. You can do versus where you're going to play against other people, and every time you take a photograph, you get points, and your points obviously put you to where you're gonna be at. So this is the game, and just starting off, I mean, it's still you can tell it's in an early access, just because they're building on the games. I love that they've got houses in here, but you've got such things as like where you can see the differences in the clouds. And I mean, that's obviously I could give away um, that the dark clouds. So that's probably where a storm's going to be brewing. To my knowledge, it is completely randomly generated. It may not be, but in my experience, it's always been something that's been random. But here, you get in your car. You can go through here. You have a little radio up top, so whenever there's a storm that's being produced, it'll go through and populate. Say, hey, there's a tornado warning X to the X of your direction. Um, but yeah, here you'll hit here to use the laptop. This is your map. So it's black right now because you don't have anything purchased. You don't have any tools or equipment or anything purchased to help give you an idea of where these storms are being generated at. If I had to guess just by looking at it, I'm assuming there's going to be a storm over here. But like I said, I started us off with $10,000 just so we can kind of beef everything up so you can get a good idea of what you're looking at. This is your inventory. You'll have your, in the top left, you have your photos. As you take photos, you can upload them for the data and money a for however many pictures you've taken. So like that just popped up. It said tornado, and if you don't catch it, you can hit the button on it so it repeats it. Tornado warning to the north of your position. So it looks like something you right click to go through, and you can pull up your camera. Obviously, you have your different options right there to the focus, the storage, how many photos you have left. So if I take a photo, it's obviously going to take one of the pictures away, and so you get another one. Shit. Come on. So repeat last, please. Tornado warning to the east of your position. I think that's off right here. But like I said, I'm going to go through. I'm going to purchase all the upgrades. So buying a radar, So as you can see, when you go back, it populates where storms are at. Green and like that, it's just going to act as like normal radar at this point. So like right off to my off to my right here, there's a storm that's brewing. It doesn't look like it's tornadic at this point, but it could be. The red is obviously where you want to kind of put your focal point. Up here at the very northeastern side of the map, there's a pink dot. That's usually where the tornado warnings are going to be at. And then as you get closer to it, it'll actually show you a tornado on the ground. But like I said, got that all the way upgraded. A wind gauge is going to help you tell you up right there. So wind speeds 12 miles an hour to the northeast. So that's really kind of giving you an idea of how the wind's being how the wind is being affected. I can't talk today. Obviously, you want to buy Pro. That's another way for you to get points. Obviously, if you get it in the path of the storm where the tornado goes over it, the closer it is, the more points you get. Yeah, I mean, that's really the gist of that. Phone storage, you can upgrade it however many times you need to. Your bandwidth speed, truthfully, I don't really know what that's about. But then you need your battery, because as you use things, the battery life is going to go down. So like I said, as you take pictures of your tornadoes, you're going to see points populate right here. Right now it's at 0. Tornado on the ground to the north of our position. So let's try to go catch that. But yeah, like I said, this game's been super fun for the time that I've played it so far. I haven't really noticed any bugs. I haven't really noticed anything that's been negative on it. I mean, the map itself is a little bare, but being that it's an early access game, it makes sense. So I mean, I'm not faulting the emptiness, but it's a lot of it's just a lot of open space right now, and I would really like to see future updates in this game, add more buildings. Hell, I would think it'd be really cool if it even added some like high-rise buildings. I would like to be able to go inside of buildings personally, but that's just me. I think that would add a cool aspect to it. And then have tornadoes like randomly just kind of randomly generated. I mean, they do in the missions, which is really, really cool. But this free roaming, it's just really everything, like I said, to my knowledge, everything is randomly generated. And it gives you a lot of things to kind of keep track of. Like you have to, obviously you can't stop while you're trying to look at radar. You have to come to a complete stop, and then you can kind of analyze where storms are at. So like right here off to the east of me, it's going to be a possible tornadic. It looks like it's warned to my east. You'll see gas stations right in here. So gas stations you can use to refill. If your car happens to get sucked up by a tornado, you can respawn your vehicle there. I haven't had to do it yet, so I don't know if the car is damaged or if it respawns it as a new vehicle or not. But I've been having a lot of fun with this game. It's simple. The game is super simple, super straightforward, but to me it's been a blast, because like I said, I've always enjoyed watching storms. I watch YouTube videos on storms and tornadoes, and the idea of tornadoes just fascinates me. And the wife doesn't let me storm chase for real. So this is kind of how I get my fix. But like I'm heading towards the storm right now. The computer shows live updates, so you're able to kind of keep track of where you're going without having the storm up all the time, or having to stop every time you want to see where you're going in terms of where the storm's at. Because you can see as you get closer to it, rather than when you're at a distance, you can start to see the low-hanging clouds. You can see the darkened clouds. It's usually going to be a telltale sign that there's just possible severe weather. One cool thing that can happen in this game too that I've kind of ran into is you can get stuck. So like I've played on multiplayer and I've just driven out into the field, and you get stuck and you have to get behind it and you have to push it, and it's a timed thing. So you press time and you press the E button to push it, and from there it's just kind of like a waiting game. You wait until it lets you go. I mean, and then once once you let it go, you can get back in the car and drive. I haven't gotten stuck again, so I don't know if it's once you stop, it kind of lets you go. But as you can see, it's raining, so it shows the rain on the windshield, which is really, really cool. I would like to see a little bit more frequency in these tornadoes. I understand the free roaming isn't going to produce maybe as many tornadoes in the Discord server that I joined once I bought the game. I was able to, you can join other games with other people, and they can make modded servers and things like that, but which I haven't gotten to be a part of yet. But I plan on joining it at some point to kind of check out to see what difference the modded servers can bring versus the typical, the everyday servers. One thing in this game that has absolutely terrified me in playing is whenever I've played at night, because you turn your headlights off and it's pitch black. It is pitch black and you can't see a damn thing. I mean, obviously having the lights on helps, but it's just one of those things where it adds a completely different thing. I don't like playing this game whenever it's dark out. Not because it's scary, but it's just like it adds a whole other element to it, and it's spooky because if you didn't have radar, like if I just went through and I didn't buy any of the radar upgrades and I just kind of went blind, you don't have any idea when the storm's coming. Now, if you have your flashlight on and you pull up your camera, that does give you the option to it gives you the option, you can see things at night, but you can really see it whenever the lightning hits it too, which is really, really cool. Doesn't look like there's anything really happening at the moment. To my knowledge, I haven't tested it, but to my knowledge, these blue lines are the perimeter of the map that you have access to. So, to my understanding, that's as far as you can go. And once the storm, and the way I've played it, once the storm kind of gets to this point, I leave it alone because I'm not going to be able to intercept it with the probes that I've got. But while we're waiting for a storm to manifest, I'll show you. So you do the trunk so you can get into here, you can get access to your probes, and then let's say you want to put it right here. So you press E to place it on the ground, and then it's doing an activation. So it's activating the probe, simulating you putting the probe, making sure everything's on and functional, and then you leave it. And then pick it up. There's nothing you have to do. There's no time frame, and shit, there's another storm. And as a precaution, I've always put the trunk up. I don't know if they'll fall out, but it'd be my luck that it would. Okay, so we've actually got a potential for a storm over here. Tornado warning to the east of your position. Okay, so it's a little bit further east. So like this one's building up some steam, and I may end up just leaving this storm behind so I can go back and chase after this one. Just because it looks like it's got a little bit more life in it. To the east of no, but this one keeps wanting to spout something, so I'm going to back up and try to get down there to see if we can at least get eyes on a tornado. So you can see the how it works in game. And I've noticed anytime I've played this game in the single player free roam, it usually takes a little while for the storms to start happening. And at least in my single player free roam, I've never had multiple tornadoes at once, but I've seen it happen. And I mean, when you play through the single player missions, it'll give you multiple tornadoes as like an objective. Try to get somebody shot. Oh, this is a stand. Okay, I haven't actually gone down this way, so this might be more. This might be a pain in the butt to get out if it starts raining heavy over the sand. Or I'm assuming this is simulated dirt. So it's right now it's off to. Based off of, it looks like it should be over there, but okay, so see right there you can see some of the dust being blown up from there, so that means there's probably a funnel cloud somewhere in there. You can see where the ground is starting to spin right there, which that would mean that there's a funnel cloud somewhere in there, which is really, really cool. I mean, just the fact that you can see a tornado manifest, I really want to see it drop. I don't know if it's going to. Let's see, you can go through twisters forming, and I don't think it's going to be close enough for us to be able to see it. But well, oh wait, there it is. There it is. I saw a funnel cloud right there. So see, like I said, whenever you take pictures, it's going to give you points based off of the pictures that you're taking. So if you just take a random photo, it's not going to give you any points for it. It has to be something, either debris or a tornado or a funnel cloud or maybe other stuff, but I'm not 100%. It looks like there's another tornado forming, or a twister. Is that coming in? It is. Okay. So I don't know if this is going to come in, but this guy right here, that's what would be a tornado warned storm, or a supercell. That one lost its tornadic possibility. There's a storm forming over the city right here, and it looks like it's picking up a little bit. And a lot of it is from what I've understood with watching storm chasers and different videos on YouTube about storm chasing in general. A lot of it's you pick a storm and you go for it, and you just you get bites you in the ass because you don't get the results that you wanted, and then it's just sticking with the storm to decide if it's going to be worth it or not, or whatever the deal is with it. And I will say that I think it's Cloud Games that made this, or that are working on this game right now, and they just hit that spot on. Because I can't tell you how many times I've spent 15, 20, 30 minutes following a storm, waiting for it to produce something. It goes where it's a tornado warning, and it just doesn't, you'll get the kick up on the ground, you'll get a funnel cloud, and it just doesn't produce anything, and it's so aggravating. It makes me so mad. Because, then you see a storm wherever else out on the map, it's like, well, I'm not going to go after that one because it looks like crap. Or it looks like I'm already with this storm and it looks a lot more promising. And then a storm just comes out of nowhere. Like right here, this storm that we were looking at earlier, both of these have intensified quite a bit. So I'm going to sit here and wait for a second. Whenever I've played online with people, typically what they do is they wait at a gas station. It's usually this one because it's right in the middle of everything. And they wait for something to start to form. And then they'll go to various places to kind of check. It would be beneficial to me if this one started to produce something, because I can just go right here and I can wait. But let me see, did I get any pictures? So right now, I have $24 worth of money that I could get back if I upload these photos. And that's going to help you upload photos a lot quicker than if you have one. So tornado warning to the west of your position. So let's see, I'm facing right here. So there's a tornado warning coming out of the storm right here. There's another. Okay, right here. Okay, so I'm going to go check in on this storm and see if we can get a tornado. And the game, and one thing I really like about this game that I feel like the developers have gotten, I don't know for 100% if it's Cloud Games or not, so I don't want to say Cloud Games if it's not the right one. So I'm just going to say the developers until I remember who made it. But the developers, one thing I think they did really, really well is they've done a really good job of, you drive on asphalt like I'm driving on right now, and it usually does a really, you pick up speed a little bit quicker. But if you're driving on the side roads or out in grass or whatever, it bogs you down a heck of a lot more, and you slide around a little bit more. One thing I wish that they would spend some time improving on, and like I said, this is an early access game, so this is just pure feedback from the developers, is I really would like to see them handle the cornering better, because I feel like I have to go into it. I either have to come to a complete stop south of my building. So yeah, this is the give and take of this game, because I followed one storm that looks like it's going to produce, but then there's a tornado on the ground to the south of my position. So it looks like the storm that I didn't go after has produced. So this one right here, more than likely has produced a tornado. Now I'm hoping that this one's going to, so that way. So okay, so you see a funnel cloud right there, and come on, come on. Tornado warning to the south of your position. Oh, it's gonna come down. Come on, give me a tornado. One thing I've always been, in this game at least, I've always been kind of hyper aware of when I'm, oh, there we go. I really want to see one try, while I'm live right now, I want to try to see if one's going to form in the city, because they tend to get a lot bigger. It appears that the way this game works is if it's destroying stuff, it picks up power. Which is, it's a cool concept, because then if it happens in the city, then you've got a really good chance of seeing an EF up to an EF4. The biggest I've seen, I think, is an EF2 tornado. This tornado is getting strong. So you see this guy, and you get points. Obviously, the better the picture, the more points you're going to get from the tornado. And you do have to be careful, because these tornadoes they appear to be random, to me anyway, because I've had it change where I'll be sitting in the middle of the road taking a picture and it looks like it's going away, but then it just picks up and comes right towards me. And I don't believe that the tornadoes are meant to follow you. They may very well do it, but to me it doesn't seem like they do, because I've seen them go off in all sorts of different directions. So like I said, once you're close enough to a tornado, you'll see it actually populate a tornado image where you're at. So it looks like there's 2 possible additional storms out here that are going to be producing tornadoes. But I'm happy with getting some photos of this one. I wish it were coming towards the road, so that way we can place a probe down and get some more footage and get some more points. And let's see. Damn it. Okay. That is the downfall to me. Oh shoot. It looks like I've got another storm forming right behind me, so we got that one right there. And so I need to keep it. Okay, I haven't had that happen to me yet. Now this tornado warning to the south of your position. So I'm actually considering leaving this storm, because it looks like these two are converging. There's one off map that's, or out of my ability to see. So let's see if I can get in front of this tornado and try to put a probe down. This is kind of where the game gets fun, though. Just because whenever I've played through and you start chasing the storm, you start trying to get in there and put a probe down just in time before a tornado comes and sucks you up. It's really cool. And I mean, whenever you're able to get in there just in time. And this is kind of what I was talking about. And I may not have the finesse down just yet. It's where I'm able to. Crap, I need to get gas. Oh no. Oh, hold on, I think I can buy a gas can, I think. So typically you'd want to go in. Oh shit, no you can't. Uh-oh. Okay, I gotta go to a gas station, so hopefully the little bit of gas I've got left is gonna be enough to get me. I wasn't even thinking about that. Okay, so I'm gonna place this probe, and then I'm gonna skedaddle to a gas station. It's not coming towards me. Dang it. But you can see it, to me it's really cool that you can see the tornado progressing through the open plains, and it's really cool to be able to kind of follow the storm. And it doesn't look like it's going to come towards me, so I'm going to go to the gas station and get some gas before I'm stranded. Just because I haven't had that happen yet. I would really like to see almost like a tornado outbreak similar to like what they did in Into the Storm, and I know that movie is not the most realistic ever, but I think it'd be cool to have a situation in a game where you have to try to pick and choose where you're going to go. And I would like to see like safe shelters and things like that come into play too, where tornadoes can grow to like a massive size, and you gotta go hide. Obviously, the game's storm chasing, not hiding, so I don't see that coming to be something that would happen. But cool concepts, different things for the developers to try out and see what works. Whoa, shit. You also do have to worry about getting your vehicle repaired. So if you have the game puts out hail, so if it hails on your car, you have to get those repaired. Oh shit! Didn't go back far enough. Exit the car. And then, so gas is $3 a gallon. It's not like what it is right now with COVID and everything going on. But it's another factor you have to put in there. You have to put money in there for gas. You have to make sure you have enough money for gas to upgrade your equipment, to do all these different things, and it's just something I never would have really thought about it had I made a tornado chasing game. I just would have been like, go find tornadoes. Go find tornadoes and look at them. But the level of detail that they're putting in this oh boy. Oh, that's coming right at me. Sick. It looks like it's losing a little bit of power, though. Okay, so let's look at... So let's go down. Let's go down here. I really want to see one hit the city. Right in here, just because it's a cool and it's different. It seems like this tornado gets really, really, really powerful whenever it hits a city. So, there's already a tornado on the ground here. Oh, cool. We might get a chance to see some of the debris. Maybe. They also have another feature in here, and I don't know. I got this game a couple weeks back, so I don't know how new this feature is, but there was it's a feel the power situation. So I'm probably going to die here. Thing that I think is really cool is you're able to, you can feel like I'm pushing to go forward, but I'm feeling the power of the storm. And I'm feeling like I was too close, and the tornado was pulling my vehicle back towards the tornado to suck it up, and I've gotten thrown in the tornado before, and it's not fun. If it's a small enough tornado, it's not really that big of a deal, but I've had it happen where during one of the missions, and I may go through and do one of the missions so you can see how big these tornadoes can get if I don't get to see a big enough one here, because they get bigger than that. That's actually, compared to what I've seen, oh, dang it. So, case in point, pay attention when you're driving, folks. Don't be looking at the tornado off to the side, but as you can see, I made some pretty big boo-boos to my vehicle, and I'm actually probably going to stop in here and repair it. But we're getting ready to go into the night cycle. It gets dark a little later than what I would have imagined, but I'm not complaining. So everything in this game takes time, which I think is it's a cool concept. So it cost $180 something to fix my boo-boo, and your health drops too, and it gradually comes back over time, but it's not immediate by any stretch of the means. So I'm gonna go back down toward this tornado warned storm, and like I said, this is obviously with the lights off, and you can still kind of see what's going on, but not really. I mean, it's dark enough that you can still kind of still kind of see things that are going on, but you can't really. Oh shit, that storm down to our southwest just blew up. So I'm gonna go next to this just in hopes that it produces something in the city. And I mean, this game's not. What I like about it too is it's not unrealistic to the extent that there's tornadoes popping out of everything. You know, there's not a tornado every 5 seconds that's producing this massive EF5. It's not something that's producing tornadoes in, 10 or 15 tornadoes at a time. You pick and choose your storms. Some materialize and some don't. And to me, that's something that's really cool because it gives you that risk versus reward. You know, I'm looking at this storm that's right in front of me right now. Is it going to produce? I don't know. But you always have to take that chance, and sometimes it just doesn't materialize. Other times it does. Tornado warning to the north. So it's up. So, like I said, I made the wrong choice. I went to the storm down here by the city that was looking like it would produce something at some point, and it didn't. Or at least it hasn't. Versus the storm up here at the northeast has produced at least a tornado warning, so it's got the potential there, versus this one's looking like it's a little bit more of a pipe dream. And I mean, to show you the night vision, so I've got my flashlight off, that's on. So it's not amazing, an amazing difference, but it's different. You can still see where the difference in the clouds, so you can see like these are just normal storm clouds, supercell, which I think that adds a different layer, because at least if you don't want to spend the money on putting whatever in there, then you don't want to spend the money. You want to give yourself a little bit more of a challenge and just kind of eyeball everything. You have that opportunity, and it's still going to help you out to a certain degree by being able to look at things visually. You're like, okay, where I'm standing at right here, there's nothing here. Over here, the storm clouds are darker, so I need to go that way. So the developers do a good job of making sure that if you have an idea of what you're doing, and I mean, I'm not saying this is going to translate perfectly from real storm chasing to what this game is by any means, but they do a pretty damn good job for what it is so far. And I'm not a storm chaser, so this is by no means a professional opinion, but based off of what I've seen in videos and just as purely as a spectator, tornado on the ground to the north. Ah, damn it. So maybe, okay, well, let's go try. I don't think I'm going to catch it, but let's go try to. I don't think we'll be able to see it, but I'll give it a go. I do like that you have to monitor different things like damage, health. Like my health is finally creeping back up. It went down to 64%, and it's now up to 89. Which I think that's a cool little tidbit to put in there, because it gives you accountability. You can't just go drive into a tornado and get flung across the map and be okay. If you get sucked up in a big enough tornado and it flees you and if your car gets picked up, you're more than likely going to die. And that's a neat little tool, or I guess something you have to have in the back of your mind that you may not think of otherwise. Oh my god. Okay, so it looks like there's a tornado warning up here in the northwest, and there's probably a fairly good sized tornado up here, and I really wish I would have been closer to it. So I'm just going to try to get there so you can see something. I think it'd be cool to see a tornado at night in this game, because I think it, like I said, it adds a completely different layer to the game, and especially if there's lightning involved with it, that makes it really, really cool as well. But like I was saying, I mean, I like the little things that you have to pay attention to while you're doing this. You can't just go gung-ho into a storm and, more than likely be okay. You know what I mean? It adds a cool layer. Just you have to pay attention to what you're doing, and it's not going to be all sunshine and rainbows if you drive your car into a tornado. Back for gas in a minute. I'm going to try to get to this sucker. I've got a half a tank, I'm fine. And then from what I've noticed in this game too, it seems that the tornadoes are produced a little bit bigger whenever it's, storming, like it's nighttime. And it may just be my brain thinking, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get there in time, but I'm gonna do my darndest to get there. Okay, so I need to go left at this intersection. I don't know if this is a new update to the game or not, but I've noticed that's a little bit easier to see at night, even whenever the lights aren't on. I like that. I do also like the feature whenever it's just pitch black and you can't see anything, because it makes you have to pay attention to what you're doing at that point, because you can't just ride around blindly and hope hopefully everything's okay. Let's see. Navigate the, oh dang it. Okay, there we go. Made it. Hopefully we're able to get up there in time. Stop and check to make sure that it hasn't dissipated, because if the storm's already gone, there's no point of going up. It's already off the map. Dang it. Okay. Screw it. Let's go see if we can at least get a glimpse of it, because we may not get a glimpse. Yeah, like I said, this game is something that I wasn't aware was around until I just googled Storm Chaser game, and it popped up as for gameplay, and it was like, oh, I didn't know something like this existed. I watched like one 15-minute gameplay video of it, and I was like, I'm sold. Let's do it. I assumed that it was a completed game, and it was just like a lower budget game, but it's an early access game, so there obviously all the the disclaimers come with games that are access, because you have to be aware that bugs might happen, things may unexpectedly crash, or things that that they're not anticipating to happen. It's not the final product, but stuff happens. So I don't think I'm going to be able to get an eye on this tornado, but I'm going to try to at least snap a picture of it. Oh, there you go, you can see it. It's rain wrapped, but you can see it. Discolored. Dang it. But I will say, doing the storm chasing videos at night does allow you to see where the storms are a little easier. Okay, so that's going off map. I think I'm gonna go look at this one just to see what might be happening. Tornado warning to the east of your position, so you pop that up, and it's once again it's off map, so it's not something you're going to be able to see, which stinks. I wish once it went past those the blue parameters that it would just kind of disappear and you didn't have to worry about it as much. But I get, while it's still on the map, you want to pay attention to it. So I'm just going to turn back around. Have it go west. And I'm playing this yo-yo effect now, where I'm going back and forth. So now it makes a lot more sense why these tornadoes or the tornado warm storms are starting to produce themselves. Sorry, I'm looking at it. Okay, so it looks like this is going to be my next opportunity. It looks like the night cycle in this game, I've never actually played all the way through the night in one of these games, but it looks like the night cycle doesn't go through quite as, the day cycle is definitely a lot longer. I mean, and it feels a lot longer too. Damn it. I need to stop for gas, and I don't want to. Damn. Let's see if I can catch up to something here. Okay, cool, there's a tornado warning right here on my storm. So I should be able to catch up to something, and at least get an eye on. Maybe be able to put a probe down depending on if it touches down or not. I'm going to stop, eyeball this, and I need to get gas. Oh boy. Never love a long struggle. Do you get gas or chase storms? some dust. I do see a funnel. Alright, for the sake of science, I'm gonna go try to put probe down. Oh, just... And like I said, the blink of an eye, it is gone. And to end this video, if I get the opportunity to, I'm going to go ahead and try to drive into a tornado just so you can see. Right. Let's see if I can get to this gas station. Because clearly I'm not the best judge of these storms today. And I mean, if these things, these videos start to get like you guys like them, I can definitely go back through and do more parts. I may go through and all right, let's get some gas. Okay, we're gonna... That might be worth something. That might be... Okay, we're gonna go to that storm right there. So I can drive. This might be it, boys. This might be it. By the city. Here we go. It's go time. I'm probably gonna miss it. If it's my luck, it's gonna touch down, and then it's just gonna stop. That's usually how it works. I have had tornadoes come up in this wooded area over here off to my right, and it sucks because the tornado's hard to see, and it's just like it's hard to get pictures of it whenever you're going through and trying to get footage. And it just, like, I get it. It's cool because, you know, I swear to God, did I pick the wrong storm again? Ooh, this one might put out 2 tornadoes. Maybe. Alright, let's get in position. One thing I haven't seen happen in this game, and I wanna see if it does, is I wanna see if 2 tornadoes were touch down in the same supercell, and if they run into each other, if they converge, or if they just, you know, stay together. You know what I mean? That's something I would like to see. One thing I haven't seen yet in this game, well, not this game specifically, I've seen it before, is hail. Hail is a that's a big boy. That's a big tornado. Oh, yep, okay, so it's hail. So you see a little hail. They don't kill you, but they're one of those things that they definitely make your day a lot worse because they put you down a little bit. They're not cool. I don't know why I'm doing this, but hopefully the tornado comes this way, so that way you can. It looks like it's going to the south of the map, so I may not get the opportunity. Okay, so I'm going to end this video, and as promised, I'm going to drive out there, and I'm going to drive into a tornado if I can get there. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. This, like I said, this is my first time playing through this game. First let's play of this video game. Again, it's in early access. If you like the game, the gameplay that's been shown, then by all means, please purchase this game. I think it's a ton of fun. And with that being I'm gonna get a picture first. Monster. Alright. As promised, if I don't get stuck. Oh. Come back. Alright, so here we go. Into the storm. And away we go. Now, what has been inconsistent for me is I don't know if I'm going to die. Oh. I didn't die. Heck yeah. Here we go. Oh, is there two? There's another one. Okay. So my car is flipped over, so naturally I'm not going to be able to really... Wow, that's cool. Come on. Drop. I know I said I was going to end this video, but you know, I've never seen, in a single player mission, I've never seen two tornadoes at once. I don't think I could die. Okay. Let's see if I can run back to this tornado and get something. Like I said, if this video is liked and you guys want to see some more gameplay of Storm Chasers, let me know, and I'll put out a part 2. I can go through and play some online. Do a bunch of different things. I mean, I can play through some of these solo missions so you guys have an idea of what to look for. That way you don't want to play, you don't have to. I don't know if I'm going to make it to this tornado before I die. I might not make it. Oh my god, I don't think I'm going to make it. The hail is going to kill me. Oh my god. This isn't how I want it to go. Oh no. No, I'm not going to make it. Dang it. Worst ending to a video ever. Oh, I'm so sad. This is awful. Come on. Come on. Please. Please, I'm so close. No, it's not. Oh, I'm so close. Come on. I'm right there. I'm right there. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, I'm going to be so mad. Oh, I'm going to be so upset. Yes! And this is what it's like to get thrown by a tornado. In my experience, whenever this happens, you roll until you hit something or you just die. So, not nearly as exciting as getting thrown up in a car, but there you go, I died. Sorry we couldn't get you guys some better gameplay footage, but, so like I said earlier, just for reference, if you die or your car gets destroyed, you do have to go to a gas station. I haven't been able to find out a way to get it where you're not at the gas station, but you can respawn your car, and it respawns somewhere. Oh, right there. I've never actually had to do that, but yeah, so your vehicle respawns out near you, and this will be new because I don't know if I have to repurchase everything, so this will be good for future sake. So here we go. Oh, okay, cool. So if you die or lose your vehicle and it respawns it, then you lose everything that you purchased. It's good to know. I didn't know that. But yeah, so thank you guys again so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll probably do another video just to maybe I'll probably go through the missions so you have an idea of what the single player, really all it's there for is to teach you how to play the game, which you should be looking for, and different things like that. I have played through most of them, minus the Feel the Power, the tornado, where you're the tornado. But yeah, look for a video. I'll start alternating this with my Doom playthrough, so that way there's a little bit of content. I probably will not go live with these. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like what you see, definitely give me a subscribe. I'm on Twitch TV as well, so any support's greatly appreciated, and by all means, let me know what games you want me to play. Let me know what I could do better. Any feedback is welcome. I really want to make sure I'm providing content that's gonna be really, really good for you guys, and I can't do that without the feedback or the direction of where you guys want me to go. I do like playing horror games, so I mean, buy any game that's out there right now. Feel free. I have a PlayStation and an Xbox as well, So really, any game is on the table if you want me to play The Last of Us. I know that just got pushed up to, I think, June 19th. It was either June or July. So I'll probably go through and play the remaster version on the PlayStation before that comes out, just so that way I can refresh my memory, since it's been a while since that game came out. But yeah, if you guys need anything, leave me a comment below, and we can definitely look at some different games to play that you're itching to see played. Thank you guys so much. Bye bye.